my name is Tanya and welcome to Utility Jane. Today we are going to make frittata. It's great for breakfast, it's great for brunch, it's great for dinner, it's great at any time of the day. And with my spring garden overflowing with growth, I have bits and pieces of greens, asparagus, leaves and herbs that I can put into an easy frittata. It's quick, we love it. I mix it with a bit of tuna and it is a full meal. So as you can see, I have lots of growth in the garden. There's rhubarb, is looking beautiful. I still have these beautiful sweet peas. These bring me so much joy. And here is my asparagus patch. It is like my favorite place in my whole vegetable garden at the moment because I am able to pick at the moment. Last 2 years I have just added plants, but this year I am able to pick spears of asparagus, and whether I go out and pick a tiny bunch to put in something, go out and pick a couple of spears and just eat as I walk around the vegetable garden, it is bringing me so much joy I cannot believe. So let's gather some things for this frittata. I've got the asparagus, and now I'm just picking a few green leaves to go in. I love my chard, and I had to pull most of it out while I'm renovating my vegetable garden. I've got some chives here, just pick a few of those to put in. Now I've got some spring onions. I just plant them in 2, 3, 4 little plants, and that's usually how many I need. And look at the raspberries. The bees were going crazy over them. They've flowered, they've set fruit, some of them, and these are my tomatoes, eagerly awaiting to go into my brand new beds. We've worked hard to get those ready, and I've got some pumpkins, they're heirloom ones, and some heirloom eggplants. I've got some plants potted up ready to go to the school where I work, and they'll be planted there for the kids to pick and eat. And I'm going to pick some lemon balm because this has just been so good. I make lemon balm tea and I really enjoy that. That's the curry plant. I've got oregano, I've got sage, lemons are blossoming, and the little herb patch here is just beautiful. Anyway, let's get on and get this cooked. So I'm just going to rinse off the dust off all these things that I just picked in the garden. This is my lemon balm. I'm going to make myself a cup of lemon balm tea, put it in my big thrifted mug. Absolutely love it. I'll get all these things washed, cut back and all trimmed off so that I can get on and chop everything all at once. It is extremely fast to make frittata, and having everything chopped and ready to cook is such a great way to start this recipe, or any recipe really. So I've got my chard leaves. I'm just going to chop those into smaller pieces so that it can be mixed through. I'm going to fry all these things off. These are the asparagus spears. I'm going to fry all these things off in the fry pan, and then I'm going to put the fry pan straight into the oven. Those asparagus spears taste like baby peas, like snow peas. They're so delicious. Cut up the spring onions. Get the chives all cut up. I'm going to open my can of tuna and drain that because I buy the one with the spring water. Get that all drained. I'm going to get this pan on. And this was the last of the broccoli I cut when I had to pull my plants out. Okay, so get your pan hot. I'm going to put plenty of olive oil in it. As per usual, I fill my bottle way too full and then it takes too long to come out. So we'll get some olive oil in. Now I've got some capsicum out of the freezer that I cut up. We have this thing at the supermarkets called the Odd Bunch. It's all the vegetables that are different shapes, you know, not the perfect. So you can buy them in bags. It's much cheaper to buy, and I love to buy bags of those and just chop them all up and get them in the freezer. So I've got some of that out of the freezer, all mixed colors, and now I've got that in. Because they are frozen, I have to get them sauteing down. I've got the tuna in. I put salt, pepper, some sweet paprika, a bit of dried parsley. Get that all mixed around. The tuna does soak up the oil, so that's why I've got it in there with the frozen capsicum, because it will soak up the excess moisture. I've got all the greens going in. So quick and easy. This takes no time at all, and for the small amount that you have to stand at the stove, it doesn't take very long, and then you put it in the oven and you can be doing a few other things. I did the dishes and I wasn't far from the stove, but I could get on with other jobs. So we get that all mixed in. It's heating up. Now I have 8 eggs that I'm going to crack just while that's simmering away. The tuna is heating through, the veggies are sauteing. We get all those eggs cracked. Some salt. Some pepper. I'm going to season all this again. Some sweet paprika. I'm going to get those beaten up. Just break up the yolks. It doesn't have to be fully beaten with a mixer or anything. Just with a whisk. Keeping an eye on the vegetables and the tuna. Those eggs, make sure the seasoning's all put through it. Got some kefir I'm going to add to it just because I have it. If you don't have kefir, you can add milk, you can add cream, you can add a bit of yogurt. Now I'm adding cheese. Just getting that cheese mixed through just so it's not in clumps in the egg mixture. And then I'm going to make sure that is all the vegetables and the tuna are tossed around, and then I'm going to evenly place things so that most pieces get a bit of everything, and then I'm going to run a ring of olive oil around it so that the egg mixture doesn't stick to the pan. This is a stainless steel pan. I do not use non-stick pans. And then I'm going to pour the egg mixture in and make sure you have all the mixture in there. And then I'm going to spread it all around so it all sits evenly. There's no cheese in a big clump. I've got some frozen tomatoes that are from last year, late in the season. I picked them and just halved them. There were just a few, and I have totally enjoyed them. I'm going to now make sure I freeze some tomatoes this year to use exactly like this. And then I'm going to top it with some more cheese. Because can you have too much cheese? And while that is bubbling away, slowly cooking underneath, I'm going to make up a dressing. I've got the kefir. I've got some chilies. These are a mild type. They're just done in olive oil. I have some balsamic. I'm just going to put a little bit of that in. Some salt and some pepper and more olive oil. And this I'm going to dress a little side salad. I try to eat salad with most meals of the day. And a little bit of maple syrup just to take the edge off that chili. Even though it is mild, I do like to add a little bit of sweetness to it. Give it a good shake. This is very similar to the dressing that I make with a yogurt, and I have been really loving this at the moment. Now I'm waiting for the bubbles to come through. The top does not have to be cooked, but if you wait for the bubbles to come through like they're little steam spouts coming through the mixture, then it's pretty much assured that it is cooked on the bottom to a point where you can put it in and it will finish cooking in a 200-degree oven. And here it is out. It is bubbling. It smells delicious. And then I just put a little bit more olive oil around the edge because I want to be able to cut down through there. A bit of salt on top and let it cool just a minute and cut into it, and that has come out so good. I've got my little side salad, the cabbage, the carrot and the rainbow chard leaves, and I'm going to dress that, and this was so delicious. It has all the good things in it, so much color, and such a perfect way to start the day. You can eat this cold, you can eat it hot, it freezes really well. Thank you for joining me today and looking around my garden that is exploding at the moment. If you would like to subscribe, I would love to see you here in the next video. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.